What's up, guys? Welcome back to another MCOC Alliance War, and it's been a while since I uploaded one. I got a request from somebody in the other alliance to record and upload it, so that's what I'm doing right now. Up first, I see that it's a science champion here, and I'm expecting it to be either OG Spider-Man or Miles Morales. Both of them can be a pain, though. What is it? Starting today, the buff to Venom should go through, and I'm going to go ahead and take him to rank 4. So if I do see a science on this one, a 5-star science that is, then I'm going to bring in Venom. Hopefully it's not a what's his name, Electro, because they did just recently add Electro to the 5-star, which sucks because, yeah, people that went for him and got him, the only reason that they're doing it is to place him on defense. And now whenever you see a 5-star science, you can't automatically think, oh, well, that's going to be Spider-Man there, or what's his name, MODOK is another one that they put there, or even Yellow Jacket, which, all of those, of all of those, the hardest one would be Spider-Man. But if you have Venom, then yeah, he's not that hard at all. Up next, we got a Unawakened Nightcrawler. And I have to say, I disagree with what everyone's thought is about putting Unawakened Nightcrawler on here. If it was me, I would rather put an Awakened Nightcrawler, just because the way that the stance has changed now, it doesn't matter that it takes a little bit longer to get him to change stances when he's unawakened. The thing is, people wait for him to dash back and they throw an attack. So that's what I was trying to do, and you see right here, I get tired of trying with the light attack. It's too risky, so I went ahead and did with the special one. And it doesn't matter if he's awakened or unawakened, you're still going to be able to get him to change stances that way. So the thing is about having him awakened is if he does catch you, he's going to do more damage, a lot more damage when he's awakened than when he's not awakened. So I know a lot of people like putting Unawakened Nightcrawler on there, but to be honest, I would say that it's much better to put an Awakened Nightcrawler there. So up next we have Kingpin, and going into the fight, I pretty much knew that it was going to be Kingpin. I was trying to think in my head what all skill champions were in the 6-star. Obviously Kingpin, but I couldn't think of any other champion that would make this fight difficult, so this was the reason that I brought in Ghost Rider. Matter of fact, well, actually this in the next node, you'll see. But yeah, I wanted to do some more, get some more damage in than I typically would using Blade. Plus there's a chance of greater chance that he won't shrug off the bleeds. Also I have the, what is it, Resonate, I think that's the name of the mastery, and I'm thinking about getting rid of it. The whole purpose for me getting it was for Void and Alliance War, which it does really help him out, but when it comes to other champions, not so much, and it makes arena take a bit longer at times, just because a lot of people do have willpower still, and some of the people that I fight have max willpower, and so yeah, that's just another way of healing them while I'm fighting them. So yeah, it makes arena longer, and if I'm not using Void, it can make these Alliance War fights longer. Just on the fights that do have I am fighting against willpower, because there are times like this one right here where the opponent doesn't have willpower and there's really no effect other than it's helping me out, because I'm taking less block damage, or if I do get hit, I'm going to be taking a little bit less damage. You do notice that I'm just blocking the first part of his second special, just because I don't want to dash back and trigger that dexterity. So go ahead and block it, and the rest of it I'm able to dash back early enough so that I don't trigger that dexterity. Going into the fight, I almost forgot that after 10 debuffs he does become immune to debuffs. So that's another thing about having that mastery, is it wastes some of the chances that I have to cause debuffs on them, whether it be a parry or some bleeds. But it didn't matter too much because I did have danger sense. So yeah, I was able to pretty much do enough damage to not have to worry about parrying and all that. Up next, we got a rank 4 tech on. This is typically Infinity War Iron Man. I do like when it's not, just because I know that I can parry. The dash attacks, whereas when I'm fighting him, I really have to pay attention to the number of furies that he has, or not furies, sorry, the number of passive armor breaks that he has. I'm not worried about the other. Man, I said armor breaks. Wow. Okay, start over. I have to pay attention to the number of armor ups that he has. The passive ones, not so much the other armor up, just because I know that he's only going to get that whenever I attack into his block. So whenever I see that he has like 3 armor ups, then I'm going to go ahead and start doing heavy attacks. You see there, I wanted to fire off my first special, so I did. I let 2 of the hits from the heavy attack land before throwing the L1, so I interrupted my heavy attack to get that L1 in there. Just so I can get another debuff in there, speed this fight up a little bit. I actually did pretty good in this fight. A lot of times what ends up happening is when I'm fighting him, I see that he has 3 armor ups, and I try to be greedy and get in there and start a combo before he gets that 4th one, and then the 4th one comes in as I'm landing a hit and I get parried, or I forget about his first special being unblockable and I get hit by that. So none of that happened in this fight, this war, so pretty happy in regards to that. Up next though, I want to say this is probably like the 3rd or 4th time that I'm facing Iceman on this node in Alliance War. I was going in expecting it to be him. What I have done in the past is popped a regen boost, but I didn't do that this war, and I'm going to end up getting clipped by the L1. And it's the thing about it is it's the same. He does the same thing to me like every time I fight him. I don't think that I've had a war where I didn't get hit by that L1, and it's because I'm trying to bait out the special. And he does a fake like he's gonna dash in like that right there. See, he hesitates and then he dashes in. So that's what I'm thinking he's gonna do. And when he fakes like he's gonna dash in, he throws that L1 as soon as I dash back. So he it's like he sets that up. He sets that up during a fight. He has that hesitation, and then he dashes in, and then on one of them he throws L1 instead. So yeah, very annoying. I'm gonna have to just start hold and block until he dashes in, and just block the first attack, because I do end up losing a lot of health from that, and I have one more fight with Void, and I don't want to use another health potion. I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, I got 17k health, almost 18k. I should be able to finish this off with Void. And the problem that's going to happen is I'm going to make a mistake early, and I believe it's with this special here. For some reason I dashed back again. I don't know why I did that, but I dashed back again, so I got parried when I came in. Now I'm trying to bait out the special, and I'm getting backed into the corner. I prefer to bait out the first specials instead of the second one. So now I'm trying to back him up. I fired off the L1, hoping to get the petrified debuff on him, but I did not get it. So he's getting dangerously close to that third special. Tried to evade part of the second special there, got caught. So I'm looking at my health. I'm only at 13%. So I'm in. If he has assassin, then I'm in assassin range right now. But yeah, this is where things turn around. I finally get my petrified debuffs. They were the last two debuffs to apply. Time it right there to fire off my L1 to apply the debuff right after Fear of the Void. And yeah, after he threw that second special, after getting out of the corner, then yeah, this is how the fight should have went the whole time, not just in the end when I got dangerously close to dying. So I didn't need that health potion, but yeah, definitely would have been a lot safer had I did that, had I healed up before the fight. Unfortunately, we lost this war, died too many times, so we ended up losing by 80 points. Really, really tough loss, especially when it's that close. One less death, and we would have tied them. So we both would have lost. 2 less deaths, we would have won. But yeah, anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.